Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another live stream. It's been like 2 weeks or something. Good. I'm good. Alright, so welcome. I'm back playing Carthage. We're back playing Carthage. I didn't realize that the southern half of Sardinia is in our market, which is pretty cool. We can actually... We're not too far away from being able to take on the Sicilian Navy. The only problem is, we can't take on their army. So, we might be able to use that to capture Sicily, but we're going to need more naval power. And besides, we do only have 9 galleys, and they have 8 galleys and 8 heavies. So, we do have a little bit of ways to go. But we are doing this. We are really, really doing this, guys. I don't actually know... Oh, yeah, I forgot. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We actually had a pretty good economy going. Now, I don't actually know... how long we're going to be doing this campaign, because next week 1.2 comes out and Fate of the Phoenix, the DLC, comes out. And so I don't know how far we're going to take this, but at least we're going to take it another stream. You know, this one. I don't know if we're going to do one next week. You know, and then not I do have some plans for the near future, but or maybe mid-future? I don't know. But, we'll see how long it takes for those. So let's hold Parliament in Carthage, otherwise known as Carthage. Support a university could be really good. We definitely have the money for it. Developing the interior is not really something we want to do, because we want to stay naval. Okay, we've finished encouraging tribesmen to settle. We definitely want to get those tribesmen settled. Like, we don't want to have a bunch of tribesmen. Let's sponsor a university, shall we? And let's move toward Bellicose. I can definitely do that. Stony Mix says, playing... I hate this heart button because it gets in the way. Playing EU5 all alone. Victoria 3 just added boats. Yes, I did. I did see that. But I don't know. I want to play EU5. You know, I'm feeling like some EU5. So that's what we're going with. Okay. Let's encourage some more tribesmen to settle, shall we? And we are making some of our money just because we have a cabinet member strengthening government. So that is definitely something. Remember. But we're doing a pretty good job at getting these tribesmen to settle. We just gotta, you know, make a little extra of a push, you know what I mean? Top promotion speed is good. We gotta encourage urbanization. See, this is gonna really help, because we definitely want to make sure that those peasants are going into, you know, the areas where they need to go. And getting men-at-arms is also going to be good. That's gonna basically allow us to just double our army size. Remember all the stuff that we had. But there are some of these things that are pretty good. Anatomy could be good. Ship repair at sea. Okay, we want to get Navy stuff, right? Okay, dock. Yeah, we want to get the dock. Counting house would be good, like, just in general. Bureaucracy. See, the cannon maker would be good as well. Because eventually we want cannons, right? So, you know. Tunisian culture, gaining some cultural influence. That's good. We got a university. We passed the issue in Parliament. Very good. Very good. Peasant levies. See, plated knights. Oh no, that is also. Okay, so let's queue that up. Peasant levies and the plated knights. Let's get Midian light horse. Is this That's gotta be like a Tunisian one, not a Carthaginian one, right? Because, like... I mean, that would be cool, of course, but... we gotta encourage urbanization, which... Protected Harbor is also very good for the repair speed and stuff. Naval attrition, yeah. And hire privateers, that would be good. Gosh, we need a lot of stuff. Entrepot, we still gotta get the entrepot. Bureaucracy. I gotta find out. Over here. It's Carthage. No, that's actually Carthage. That's not a Tunisian one. So we're gonna get that Numidian light cavalry, and those are levies actually. So we don't even have to hire them as part of our regulars. Right? Navy. A lot of this Navy stuff we're gonna definitely want. Score cost seems good. Muslim caravans. Okay, that was a good read. Agricultural residue center. So that's for making coal. Okay, very good, very good. Food production. Food consumption. Yeah, I think we just keep going on the path we're on. We might want to change. I actually really like this feature that they said they were going to add, which is basically like you control click on something, and it just puts one tech like in front of the one you're researching right now. So you don't have to like delete the rest of your queue and like, yeah. So now if I were to attack two Sicilies, Morocco would definitely not join me. Mostly because they're at war, but also because their levies are not available. But even if, in the absence of those two factors, they have low manpower. Okay, if they could get their manpower back, and they're not at war, and their levies recharge, then we can maybe get them into a war, you know, on our side. However, as it stands, we can't do that. Definitely, their navy is far better equipped than ours is, so... we want to make sure. Let's go ahead and upgrade that footman to a man-at-arms. Our economy is definitely getting better. Alright, it's definitely getting better. We are getting 42 ducats a month. Remember at the beginning of last stream, we started out at gaining like 3 ducats a month or whatever it was. So we are definitely... And I think the key there was... oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sweet. Anytime you can expand that capital RGO, you want to do it. Alright? But I think the key there was just expanding the RGOs. Once we started expanding a bunch of RGOs, our income just blew up. I mean, it was crazy. And a Nobles Regency, that's really fine, because we have a Republic, so we're just gonna elect somebody pretty soon. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We have a monarchy. We do not have a republic. Jeez, we gotta get really powerful burghers. And you have to have 95 plutocracy. That's something we want to aim for over time, but it's just not something we can achieve at the moment. Okay, so, what kind of buildings can we use that increase our manpower? We do have the... good. We do have armories. Okay, so we can build a few armories here. Gosh, I hope the next patch increases performance. I am on maximum speed, to be fair. We can turn the speed down a little bit. But still, we want to increase performance for sure. All right, and then sailors. I also want to look at these buildings that increase sailors. Isn't it from one of these? Punic shipyards. Yeah, dude. Plus 100 monthly sailors. That is OP. That is so OP. But you know what? We are going to run with it because we're Carthage. And we have to be able to do this. We got to be able to build a navy of great renown and prestige. We're going toward mysticism. Very good. And of course, the higher stability we have, the higher estate satisfaction equilibrium we have, which is good. Income has decreased a little bit. And I think that's partially just because of our constructions. Because when you construct things, you definitely are, like, paying out of your own coffers for the resources. And pay for that lumber, masonry, leather, and weaponry. I don't know why I read them in that order, but that's what we're doing. That's definitely going to be a drain on the treasury, so... Those Punic shipyards, yeah, it's the same stuff. Different day. But, well, more masonry for the shipyards, though. So, yeah, that's just... I'm pretty sure that's the reason. Okay. We gotta get more sailors. Guys are... They are actually patrolling the seas, so... we definitely want the Punic war galleys, for sure. Definitely. Okay, they have... Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Oh, and docks. We just got docks. More harbor capacity is going to be good. And naval repair speed, we definitely want that stuff. But yeah, docks. Very cool. Punic war galleys. So we have an extra cannon, and we do plus 10% morale damage, and we move 25% faster, which is crazy. I mean, that really is very cool. So we definitely want... And also, it says that they take 0 sailors. I just don't know how much I believe that. But... Invest a new noble. So that would actually lead toward decentralization, which I don't like. But it also heads us toward plutocracy. And I do like the plutocracy. Let's go in that direction. And then we want more galleys. Yeah, now I have an empty treasury. But that's okay. We're gaining money. We are still actually making money. I wish we were gaining a little bit more, but that's okay. Gaining 30 a month. Gaining that maritime presence. I wonder what our harbor capacity is. Definitely Carthage. Look at that. Oh, man, that's funny. Can we encourage urbanization, maybe? I don't know if it's going to tell me what I need to know here. Oh, yes, it will. Okay, that actually will. That's very good. So that, I can actually see which provinces I need to urbanize in, and that will help those pops promote at a good speed. Right? No pain, no gain. Maybe we can help. We want plutocracy. We want plutocracy. Our tribes also hate us, but our tribes are going to disappear as we, you know, try to assimilate those tribesmen. Try to settle those tribesmen, I guess. Alright, but 30 ducats a month is definitely a good thing. We're looking at that cultural influence. Currently, Great Ming is just all of the hegemons. Yeah, they're just everything. Huangdi of the Middle Kingdom, Empress of Ming, Countess of Dizai. Is that a fiefdom? Oh my gosh, they get 49 subjects. Okay, hold on, let me see if I can... I want to check this. Okay, this is a fiefdom. Yeah, it's a fiefdom. There you go. Alright, in the Middle Kingdom, Huangdi. The leader gets plus 50 cultures capacity. Oh my gosh, an extra cabinet seat, plus 50% diplomatic capacity. Great power score plus 50, and then also it allows them to have tributaries, which is cool. Alright, ban mining operations. And I did actually look at this, and I don't know if I said this last time, but I did actually do a little bit of research, and when it says expand mining operations, it says they can employ 1,000 more laborers or slaves. It's not just increasing the hiring capacity, it's literally just boosting the level of the RGO. That's what it's doing. And maybe that could be assumed, but I don't know. But I do like the expanding of mining operations, getting rid of the spiritual retreat. I could do tax exemption for the clergy. We'll see if I need to. Maybe I don't need to. Because I don't make a whole lot of money from them. Oh, yeah, I don't need to. I got that event. That's a really good event. When you add an urban parliament seat, eventually, like, over time, it, like, kind of adds to the drag because it, you know, increases the demand for a bunch of materials, but... Alright, so we got bureaucracy. Do we want the centralized one, which reduces our road building time, or do we want the decentralized one, which increases our monthly prosperity? Obviously, we want the centralized one because we're actually currently drifting toward decentralization, and that's got to stop. So, we definitely want that to stop. Now, road building time is not quite as useful because we're playing naval, right? Playing with her navels. What a weird thing to say. So, yeah, not super concerned about the road building time, but that's okay. You know, it still helps, right? And of course, when we can eventually take on 2 Sicilies, that's going to be really good. I definitely want to take them on. They've got 17 heavies and 20 galleys. We're still not there yet. We have 16 galleys and 2 transports. That's not exactly what I was envisioning, but we are getting there. Definitely need to take these guys on. It'd be nice if we could take on Sardinia first. The only problem is they are... Oh no, that's their subject. And they're... They have allies? Oh, Aragon. Aragon. Where is Aragon in here? Oh, it's the Aragonese-Sardinian Union. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, what about Provence? Provence has 10 galleys. If I can prevent... I mean, their navy, or their army isn't even that big. I might be able to take on Provence. Now, the question is... Can I get a religious war CB on it? Maybe, maybe not. And also, they are allied with Upper Bavaria. What? They're allied... What is going on here? This is Provence. Are you subject of Upper Bavaria or something? Foolish against France. They have a destroy enemies Casus Belli on us. Cyprus offers to join with us in the Cypriot independence movement. The independence movement has the following members: Cyprus, Iraq al-Arabi. Oh, okay, we get that one. 18,000 levies. Smolensk, 250 regulars. This is all you guys could get? Dude, you have a bigger army than any of these guys. And you're against Egypt. Sorry. No. I'm not going against Egypt like that. That's just bad. I mean, Egypt likes me right now. If anything, I would be on their side. Right? Not quite. We got some border distance. We got some things working against us there. I do like adding research progress. Yep, the cannon makers. Good, good. We definitely want to do that. We want to build at least one of these cannon makers because... Not... Oh! Oh! Okay. Okay. So now we just have... Alright, so... To be fair, they're going up against, like, all of North Africa except for Egypt. But, okay, that's not so good. We can recruit more men-at-arms for sure. I still want to build that... Oh, that's expensive. I still want to build that cannon maker. Build one cannon maker. Right, because I want to make sure we have that. I can't fight against their navy right now. I literally cannot fight against them right now. Alright, return to port when at war. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's also raise the levies. I know that they're gonna, What's this? What did I just do? I don't know what I just did. That didn't spend me any money or anything. Okay, that's really weird. I don't really know what's happening there. Alright, so those are 3,792 regulars from 2 Sicilies, which is definitely not something that I want to have to deal with, but unfortunately I have to. And we do have some forts, especially along the coast. Okay, let's kind of run away, make him siege that first. We gotta gather our entire army because there's not a whole lot that we can do. Morocco does have 1,000 regulars, but we have 2,000, and that's still not matching them. So, alright, so let's play in this very carefully. Let's see where we can get them. We want to get them ideally in a fort, and ideally in favorable terrain. So, definitely this guy with the freaking chicken flag. Lose that stability, because I don't want the naval hubris, like, when I'm fighting a war. Okay, is that 3,000 more? Okay, that's actually 3,000 levies, so that's... Their regular army is 4,100, so they actually... Oh, sweet! Oh, Morocco is winning! Sweet! Morocco just won against their regulars. Come on, keep going. Get deeper and deeper into my territory, buddy. Come on, let's go. You're going into Zab. Where are you going, dude? Alright, let's go here. You're out of food. Yeah, you're out of food, dude. Out of gas. Oh, stack wipe. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's only levies, though. And that's still his regular army, so we gotta watch out for that. And it looks like we got 1,000 levies as well here. Spend that money. We can afford it. Okay. Alright. These are all levies. We shouldn't have to worry too much about these. Yep, there we go. And we beat both of them. Alright, these are all levies as well. He's still got that regular army, and they've joined up with some levies, so it's going to be a little bit harder to defeat now. But I want to just kind of prevent him from taking areas along the coast. Because he did take that one. And that's got more levies. I want to take this one. Because I think that's not a provincial capital. So that will eventually get retaken because I still have the provincial capital. And see, that navy I can't really take on. 7 heavies and 28 transports. And 20 galleys. I can't do that. I can't take those guys on. I mean, I know the Punic war galleys are a little bit more powerful, but not that powerful. We got hoofnesses. Hoofnesses. We got the claimed throne, Casus Belli. I do not want that army to be able to join up. And it's looking like it might be able to. Okay, it looks like we're getting into a battle right here. I don't know what it's going to be like. Oh, yeah. Okay, 2 of them. Oh, well, the enemy was out of morale, but they did... It looks like they were able to actually join up together, which I don't like. We maybe go over here, like, take something from them. Let's go over here, recover our morale. Let's move on, because they're, like, locked in on low morale. Boom. Okay. That looks really bad for them. But in reality, this was... Oh, wait. This is lost. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I actually, like, destroyed their army. They have no regulars. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh, hold on. No prisoners in slavery. Okay. Now let's really go. I don't even have to worry about them. That's probably the best outcome for me. So I just do that every time, because... Alright. So I got 5% war score on them. I don't really think they're going to be able to do anything to me. Is two systems fighting somebody over here? Why are you occupying... Why do I occupy that? Who was able to get over there? Wait, why do I control this? I don't remember taking this. I mean, if I did, I believe you, but... Albania. Oh, that's Albania as a subject of Sicily. Weird. Alright, and they've got 5 transports and a heavy. I don't know. Morocco's got 86 ships there. I also have naval levies. Well, it's only 18. It's only 18 transports. Alright. Tunis and Oran. Oran is 4. I do kind of want to make a little gambit, right? And maybe I'm wrong for that. But I do kind of want to do it. I want to see if I can get over to Sardinia. If I could get over to Sardinia, and, like, especially if I can take silver and the tin. We need that tin. Because the thing is, like, it's in our market already, so we can still make cannons. But, oh, man. If we could actually have our own source of tin, that would be really, really good. Oh, we do have to fight these guys for sure. That's mostly levies. He's starting to recruit more regulars. He's got 1,000 more regulars, which are over here. I mean, they're all over here. He's going to try to pile more troops onto actual Carthage, but it's not going to work. Alright, and these are all transports, and they're all fishing boats. That is just not... Got 12 heavies, dude. Can't take on 12 heavies. I just can't. And I don't have the funds to actually... I don't really have the funds to mass recruit Punic war galleys. They're 40 ducats each. I got 5 of them. That's it. And I gotta be careful with my funds because I am, like, you know, running a little bit low and my income's low because there's blockades going on and all that, so... Do I have... Okay, the Hoofnesses, or whatever they are indeed in this army. I don't freaking know if I'm going to be able to make it over here, guys. And I do run a risk here, because when they've got an army, I got to stay home for now. I got to stay home, unfortunately. At least so I can take on these guys. It's all levies, but... Now I got some of these guys heading over here. They're all levies, too. They're kind of getting into my... Oh. Well, I like that. I do like that. So... Because, like, I definitely can't take that, obviously, because I need to have 10 war score, but... It's not that way. I only have 1, I'm really tempted just to take their money. I'm so tempted just to take their money. And just use it to mass build a navy. I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm taking their money. Alright, so we have retained... We have retained all of our territory. We have retained all of our territory. And... all of our regulars. Our economy, I guess, will take a little bit of time to recover, but that's okay. And we've got a ton more money, right? We've got tons of more money. And we're going to use that to build Punic war galleys. Right? 25 instead of just 5. Okay? And that adds on to the 5 I already had going. Alright, so I was going to get up to 21. Now we're actually going to get up to 46 galleys, which will be very good. So we're trying to mass build that navy, and it's just because we definitely want to make sure that we are able to take on Two Sicilies navy next time. Okay, that's stability. And... okay, so this is not part of my territory. They are a subject, they are a fiefdom of Two Sicilies. I don't know why, I don't know how I occupied that. Maybe Morocco just kind of snuck in and sniped it, but that's okay. Yeah. A busy day today. But that divvy check hit last night. That was nice. Alright, and Sardinia, we still have to deal with Aragon, which, if we could take on Aragon navally, then I wouldn't be too worried about it. They have 24 galleys. Well, we might be able to take them on. See, so this would actually be really nice if we could just annex Sardinia outright. Then, let's go over here. Urbanize a different location. If we could annex Sardinia outright, then we would have a land connection to Two Sicilies holdings in Sardinia. And if we do, Militant Faithful, gain stability and prestige. Now, if we do that, then we don't have to worry about making an amphibious landing, because basically what we're doing is we could just park our army there. We would need to worry if we're trying to get our levies there, but I'm not really worried about the goods themselves, although the marble is pretty good, but we do have our own source of marble. But what I'm worried about is being almost directly adjacent to that silver mine, and that's going to be so good if we could just capture southern Sardinia. And then we don't have to worry about an amphibious landing. All we have to do is just worry about protecting the island of Sardinia itself. And then we could use our levies. We could maybe also leverage Morocco, although they're really low on levies right now. So I don't know how that would work, but... oh yeah, weren't we battling on tax base too? Let me see if I can... Was it 300? Not the highest it's ever been, no. So 362, and they're at 432. We outrank them in population now. Didn't they start to outrank us in the last stream? I can't remember. But we have more people than Morocco now. I think we were trying to keep up with them, and then they started to outrank us. I don't know what happened, but we do have free mobility of the common people, which is definitely good. It's very good. Common militias is good. See, I think that this, peasants allowed weapons, I think this should increase hostile attrition. Because this just increases the demand for weaponry. That's it. But I definitely think it should be more than that. Okay, tribal levies. Yeah, definitely. 36,000 levies. I'm pretty happy about that. We do need to make sure we're continuing to grow our economy. Not a whole lot we can do. We can definitely expand those salt mines. Other than that. Urbanize Iran. What are you doing? Are these guys... They're not automated. None of the cabinet is automated, so they shouldn't be doing this. Dude, I feel like they're going to form Italy, like I did in the last campaign. Also, the Eastern Roman Empire is gaining some territory, huh? They're Catholic, though. They're Catholic. Weird to see... weird to see the Eastern Roman Empire as Catholic, but... Oh well. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess, you know, to survive. Alright. Hope we can have a better education. And I am a monarchy, so... This actually does matter. Which one is our heir? Just our adolescent. Who's our heir? This one. He's already getting an expensive education. Okay. This one is ambitious, so we can give this guy an admin education. And then this girl is gregarious, diplomatic. This girl is gallant, diplomatic. Ambitious, diplomatic. Guy is a prodigy. See, it would be really cool if I could give this guy an expensive education. Right. Only for a few years, huh? Diplomatic. Why is it that we are, like, all of our kids now uneducated? What's going on? Rowdy, military. Shrewd, admin. Gosh darn. Alright, shrewd. Let's do admin. Okay. Now our cost of court is kind of up because we're giving 2 children expensive educations. But that's okay. Holy Roman Empire is insane. Kingdom of Anglia. Why is it called Anglia? The heck? Why is it Anglia? And also... Hold him... Okay, a fiefdom of France. Okay, this makes a little more sense. But... Why is it called Anglia? That's weird. Is it... Hold on, did their culture change or something? We have unhappy estate. We don't have disloyal subjects. We could support a clerical cabinet. We're already spiritualist, so that's okay. Market expansion acts. That's probably fine. I want to increase our stability, and if we can't increase our stability, then I at least want to avoid reducing our stability. Don't want to grant them privileges, but... However, that's not a bad privilege to give them. We can... Maybe we'll get an event. We'll see. Hey, maybe we will. You know, maybe. Also giving... Oh, we're getting the Numidian Light Cavalry, which is good. That's definitely good for our levies. I don't know where we're getting horses, but... I'm just doing it. I'm just giving the freaking privilege. Okay, hold on. We got the Cypriot Independence Movement. Who is in this? Okay, look at that. Got a lot of people in there now, huh? But you're going against Egypt, though. Like, I just don't want to. I'm sorry, Cyprus. It's over. Okay, good. That's definitely a good one. All upon the faithful. Fervor of the faithful. Damage done versus heathens in battle, and manpower plus 15% is pretty good. Okay, so that's definitely good. We got the Numidian light cavalry. We got all those things that we actually wanted. So now we can actually get that protected harbor and the early Carrick if we want. And I also want the counting house. What do we want here? We are in the age of discovery and we haven't gotten those institutions. That kind of sucks. Let's see. We definitely want stuff that's going to increase our ability to wage naval warfare. Coastal fort is going to be good. Hostile naval attrition. Oh, yeah. Yep. We need to go through a couple of texts first. Recruitment law we're going to need, and then let's go down to tighter joints. And that's going to help out there. And then war score cost, minus 5% is probably going to help us a lot, too. Once we get, I think it's 75 stability, we can actually get a different thing over here in the Age of Traditions based on our formable. This is part of the mod that I'm playing. Destiny of Carthage. You have to be at 75 stability and you can get it. However, then in order to get these other advances, you have to actually, like, do other things. So, but it, oh man, do that. You actually have to do the other things. We have to own Faz and Tada. 30,000 men in the army. The Path of the Punic Imperium? Oh, that's probably an event that happens. Because if you do here, it's the Path of the Thalassocracy. Okay, we did take the Path of the Thalassocracy. That was an event we got when we first formed the nation. So that's what that was. So these are the missions that we have to take. The Pillars of Hercules, where we own one of our non-sovereign subjects. So I guess that's not a tributary. We have to own Cadiz, Jabal Tariq, which is Gibraltar, Cartagena, and 2,000 ducats. Then we can get monthly prosperity and diplomatic capacity, which is good. And then, hey, extra money. Oh my gosh, our income is up to 30 ducats a month again. That's what I'm talking about, all right? That's what I'm talking about, eh? Did a lot of damage. And we started this stream at, like, not great power, but power number 30. We're now at 23. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool, pretty cool. And we are up to 38. Okay, we are still building our Punic war galleys, which is good. We definitely need those. We want to get those early carracks. And you know what? We also want the barks. Barks root beer? We do want the barks. Oh, this is in the Age of Tradition. Let's just add those barks onto the end. And you know what? Or minus 20%. Pretty good. Oh man, I didn't even see this. This Poundlock Canals? Didn't get any of this stuff. Privateers? Oh my gosh, I'm missing all of these things. All right, now we got 21 techs in the queue, making 40 ducats a month, and we still don't have any of the institutions of this age, and it's 30 years in. Which kind of sucks. And we need printing press in order to promote institutions, so about that. But that's okay. We're gonna get protected harbor. This is Navy repair speed, naval attrition, and harbor capacity. We definitely want to build these. 80 ducats to build, which means we could build 10 in total. We do not want to build in foreign locations. Owned locations. Okay. Strengthen government there. Let's just spend the money on it. It's really expensive, but I think it's worth it. We want to have those protected harbors. We are in the process of urbanizing our population. That's definitely going to go a long way in getting us more money, for sure. And that as well. 40 ducats a month is pretty good, I would say. Right? Alright, well, I guess that guy dies. I didn't want to lose the legitimacy. Gosh, darn. Alright, and I can't actually hire anybody. We don't even have anybody. We have to spend the legitimacy anyway. We just don't have to spend 10. So, but we end up having to spend 100 ducats. And I don't really want to spend that while we have a deficit like that. But we should have just lost the legitimacy. I don't know. I feel like we would have been able to stomach the cost. It may have been a smaller cost anyway. We're okay. For transports, we could do naval levies. 44 ducats a month. They got a lot of transports. They got 24 galleys. We have 44. We're still building two, so we're going to be up to 46. And they're using Mediterranean galleys. So our galleys are more powerful, and we have more of them. Combat, flanking ability, blockade capacity, anti-piracy impact, transport capacity. These guys have just bonuses in inland sea and narrows, and penalties in ocean and deep ocean. Galleys cannot function in deep ocean. See, I feel like if you have a valid casus belli, you should be able to declare war on your subject. Because, like, I feel like if you have a certain casus belli, like claim throne, I feel like that should either at least mitigate the stability impact. Because, like, right now, even if you have a claim throne's casus belli on your subject, there is no good reason to do that. There's no good reason to declare war on your subject, ever. 40 stability? Are you kidding me? Gosh darn. Frick. Staff. Also, I am almost at 75 stability. I really want to queue that up, dude. I have so many freaking... I have so many techs in the queue. 20. Let's start building a... Oh, it's these guys. Okay, Sardinia. Okay. And you are in the Aragonese-Sardinian Union. Now, if I declare war on you, is it only Aragon? It's only Aragon. Alright? Now, I feel... Yes, please. Gain the stability. Oh my gosh. Alright, we are good there. Now we can queue this one up. I don't know if we're still going to be at 75 stability when we get there, but if we are, that would be good. I feel as though I could take on Aragon. And they are technically like an independent country, even though they're in a union. Sovereign succession law. So, yeah, they're in a union. Maintain federal status. They're not integrated. They're not going to be integrating anytime soon. Okay? So, I could... And then also Sardinia annexed their own subject. So I could just fully annex them. And that would give me parts of Sardinia, which is definitely good. So, my adult heir is unmarried. He is a prodigy. Very good. Oh, he's really good, dude. Alright, marry a noble. Let's find a young noble. Good. Yes. He's good. Oh man, he can have multiple spouses. I forgot about this. Alright, we got a 22-year-old, we got a 24-year-old, and now he has 4 wives. Best I can do is 1. Right. We're number 22 now. We just keep climbing on up, huh? Alright, the counting house will also do some good. We now also have finished building that navy we set out to build with the money that we got paid from Two Sicilies. It says we're slightly weaker than them. We are a little more than slightly weaker than them. They have 23 heavies and 23 galleys. That's not something that we're still able to compete with. Our armies are kind of on par. This is actually kind of like accurate here, because when it comes to navy, we've got a little bit more manpower, which is kind of interesting. We have definitely more regulars for sure. Our levies are almost even, but they have more. Their economy is bigger. Their population is bigger. Their naval comparison, see, it's more powerful still. We're catching up. We're definitely catching up, but we're not there yet. So, and we're going toward these coastal forts, which will be really, really good. Increasing that maritime presence. The maritime presence is always good, which is also going to help our control along the coast. And then, of course, when we get to Sardinia, we're definitely going to want to build like a naval governor. But then also, you know, that'll still help because the maritime presence. Go inland seas. Oh, wait. Those are narrows. So narrows are where galleys really succeed right there. This is narrows right here. So ideally, if we're going to fight using our galleys, we want to fight here. Or here. If we're fighting Aragon, I guess. We got narrows here. If we're fighting Two Sicilies, we want to try to fight there. We're almost there. We almost have enough spy network. We're going to build that Casus Belli. Counting house, we definitely want. I don't want slave raiding. Why can't we do a religious war? Oh. We need to research Deus Vult. Okay, so that kind of sucks. We're going to have to end up declaring a no CB war. That is unfortunately the case. Now, we can build a few counting houses. These are very... Actually, I can build 1. I can build a single counting house. I'm going to build 1 for 250 ducats. And that does increase our demand for gold, unfortunately. Gold, tools, books, and paper. So, you know, that's going to be an issue, but... Legitimacy or first... Obviously, we're at 100 legitimacy, so let's get the prestige. Yeah, we are going to have to declare a no CB war. That sucks, dude. I don't want to lose that 30 stability. Is there any tech? I think there's a tech that reduces it. Maybe it's in the Age of Renaissance. Oh, nope. No. Casus Belli. Recurrent Warfare. It's there. But... gotta, like, get here. And it's only minus 10%, so it decreased the cost from 30 to 27, so... yeah, we're gonna have to just do it, and they're insignificant compared to us, but we can keep our stability spending high, and, you know, once we get lower stability, it'll go up faster. We can definitely take these guys on, right? Our transportation capacity is 3,200. We could take our regulars over there, and then we could just defend the island. 2,200 regulars. Definitely do that. Let's save. Let's save, and I think we could probably take on Sardinia. It doesn't look like our economy is growing because we're making less money now than before. But what you got to remember is that our stability spending is a lot higher right now. Because our stability spending used to be down here. We'd be making 57 ducats a month. But we cranked up the stability spending because we want to be at 75 so we can gain that mission tree. What's this Lucca now? I don't want to take on Lucca. And I won't have to. Alright, so I saved. I can call Morocco in with us. That's definitely going to be something I want. It's also going to increase our antagonism, unfortunately, but you got to do what you got to do, huh? Let's go. I just don't like this. What's this mass recruit? I don't know what this mass recruit peasant levy is. What is that? Like, just raise all the levies, okay? All right, now thankfully their territory is not fortified. I can go straight to their capital. So let's just go ahead and go there. And I want, excuse me, what are you doing? Automatically transport using your available fleets. Yes. Oh, because this guy is set to return to port while at war. Okay, good. We can get their capital. I want to hunt navies around, like, here. Hold on. Deselect everything. I want to hunt navies around here. Around Sardinia. Okay? Because I really couldn't care less if Aragon is trying to send some troops to my mainland, because, like, well guarded. But I just don't want to have to deal with... Send all these guys to Carthage. I just don't want to have to deal with them landing troops over here and destroying my regular army. Okay? Hold on one second, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Okay, so let's take care of this. It seems as though I should be able to fairly easily capture this. Or the nobility. That makes me lose legitimacy also, which I don't like. But we have to deal with it. Alright, I did get into a fight there, but it was against their levies, of course it... Oh, I don't like this. Okay, good. Oh my gosh, that was good. I was a little bit worried about that. I was worried about that one. Oh, hold on, I got a message from Spider. Let's see what we got. I'm really glad you're enjoying how it's coming together. Regarding the guild banners, to be very... If you haven't have any specific examples or references, kind of guild banners you like, feel free to send them over. That we tailor them more closely to your vision. Wanted to ask if we could also extend the delivery date slightly. Really like to take the time to refine everything properly rather than rushing and affecting the final quality of the vision process. Later than expected. I had a lot has been going on my end recently. Of course, they always have a story. Shifted a bit. I had to request some extensions. Being said, I'd be fully focused on this project this week and next. Move forward smoothly from here. Just want to make sure everything has been right at the level you're expecting. If you have to have a strict or upcoming deadline on your end, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'll absolutely take that into account. Please feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Alright. Yeah, it's just a deadline extension thing. Until next Wednesday. Have any specific examples in mind? except maybe that's blue with golden crossed key. A banner with a lion or a set of scales wouldn't go either. Lion. Anvil. Just simple emblems. That add little bits of character. Alright. Very good. So we're working on those, we're working on that piece of art. Basically, it's going to be the flagship art of Venture. And by the way, there is an official Venture Discord server. There's an official Venture Discord server. So if you guys would like to play Venture, if you're curious about the rules, if you want to discuss it, I am going to actually send a link to join it into all of the chats, the YouTube and Rumble. And you know, if you want to join it, feel free. And we've got some cool stuff planned. Just gonna send a link to it. And it should be fun. It should be fun. We only have 4 people, including me. All right. But you know, the server is fully set up. Like it's fully set up. It has like achievements, and it has the rules. It has links to the player's guide and Doxa setting guide and the lore master's guide, which is, you know, all of that's in progress. But you know, all that stuff is going on. All right, we are fighting Aragon. Very, very good. I'm so happy about that. We are definitely losing 30 ducats a month, and I don't like that. But all right, so we're not that far off here. Has nothing more to lose, the country would disappear. If we don't take that, if we don't take that, then we can actually take this right now. I don't know why we don't have to have 10 war score to make this demand, but oh well. It would be really cool if I could just go ahead and grab here. I don't know if I'm getting greedy, but am I getting greedy? I don't have any troops here right now. I don't know how damaged my navy is. I don't want to go up against the one with a fort yet, because this is a little bit of a distance. It's just a little bit of a distance. I want to have these guys defend. Oh, we gotta merge all these. Select all these guys. Boom. And then let's actually just split them in 2, which doesn't split them perfectly, but that's okay. And then we'll have these guys defend home territory. These guys also defend home territory. That's the secret, right? Okay, so we're going to go over here, and we've got some damaged ships for sure, right? But they are Mediterranean galleys, right? Our hulks are damaged, which is bad. That's definitely very bad. These guys are still hunting navies. Send these guys over here, and we'll have these guys repair. I think they are going to repair. No, I'm not joining the Cypriot independence movement, Cyprus. You guys need to find a way to get independent without me, because I'm not fighting Egypt. Thankfully, we only really have to fight navies in these 2 sea zones. I mean, it was nice to be able to hunt them there, but they still have 37 ships. 35 of which are just transports, so that's not a big deal. I'm really not that worried about that. You know what? Let's actually do defend coast. And then we'll do Tripoli. And we'll do up toward Carthage will be the dividing line, right? They'll both go all the way to Carthage, but they'll go to different sides of Carthage, right? So let's do that. That's on defend coast. All right, these guys are going to be on defend coast as well, but instead, we select all of that and just part of this. All the way up to Carthage, where they will each defend Carthage itself, the city of Carthage. Very good. All right. So they're both on defend coast. Next tech, we are going to get supply depot capacity, which is nearly meaningless. I have used them before. It's extremely situational. Are our hulks good? They're just they're repairing very slowly. Let's go ahead and let's embark this army, and we're gonna send these guys back to Carthage. Actually, let's send these guys here so they don't get mixed up. And then we'll send the navy to Carthage, right? And then we'll upgrade those 2 Mediterranean galleys to, Punic war galleys. Better. Now I'm spending a lot of money because I'm repairing with navies, or I'm repairing navies. Yep, navy maintenance and ships repairing. So, yes, this is this is something we have to pay for. It's definitely just, it's something we just have to do. Hulks are actually... Cogs. Oh, Cogs are age 1. Okay, so those Hulks are actually ships that we actually captured. Our things were... Our things. Okay. I'm sorry, somebody on Rumble. Welcome. Welcome, Coomernest. Welcome, Coomernest. Says Europa, the last battle. Yes, indeed. Thank you for joining us. Also, Raw Chino 6962 says, hey, brother. Hello, my friend. Welcome. My name is Nick. I'm in the Greek Air Force. That's freaking awesome. That's awesome. Defending the skies above Athens and Thessaloniki and Corinth and stuff. What's the Greek Air Force up to these days? What do they do on a daily basis? Rumorness says, good luck. Good luck. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm fighting Sardinia and Aragon right now, and I definitely outclass them. It's just a matter of preventing them from getting onto my mainland territories. Oh. Let's fund the farming estates. No, actually, let's expand the mining operations. I still want something that's fairly easy to do. Like, oh man. Are you kidding me? I don't want to lose the stability. Not good. Rawchino said last night we had an aid mission to Lebanon. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I like streaming to both platforms because on Rumble I don't get as worried about. But YouTube is where the majority of my following is, so I like doing it on both. I really wish I could get a freaking event for this. I don't want to lose 7 stability just because I can't get 0.29% support. And I don't want to change a policy to monogamous marriage. I want my king to be able to marry 4 people. Sultan. We are trying to actually form a republic. But that's a little ways off, so we want to make sure. And plus, like, my heir was a prodigy, so he's going to end up being real good, right? Very good. Oh, he's a general right now? Oh, he is a general. Cool. All right, so these navies, okay, basically fully repaired. Once these guys are fully repaired, I will send them over here. I actually would love to be able to capture those islands, dude. That would be freaking awesome. Send these guys over there. Embark the army onto there. We're going to send them over here, and I think we're probably going to end up taking attrition, but that's okay. We want more progress toward naval. Let's move on from there. I can't do that there. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we got another message on Fiverr from the artist that's working on the Venture flagship art of the city of Varello. And she says, thank you so much for your understanding. Really appreciate it. Those ideas for the guild banners sound perfect. Make sure they feel naturally integrated into the architecture. Thanks again for the guidance. Continue working on refining everything. Excellent. All right. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Very good. So, yeah. I don't know if I could take that one. I might be able to take this one. Let's see if there's any army on here. No, there's not. Okay. Go over here. And this, if we can occupy this island at least, then it gives our navy a little place to dock. Oh, yes! Right at the last second! Yes, we can pass it! Expand those mining operations. Alright, now, we are not taking attrition. We're not out of food or anything like that. We can go over here very smoothly. I want to take... Oh my gosh. These guys are taking that 15,000 man army. We have to very quickly get over here because... Oh crap. No, move. Get away. Don't. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's take this island then. Because I don't know if I can fight those guys there. Our transport capacity is only 5,000 something, unfortunately. Which is definitely enough for the regular army, but it is not enough for our entire levy army. Okay, these guys. This is what they've got: 35 transports right there, 2 heavies and 2 galleys. All right, let's wait for him to leave. Wait for him to leave the port. Yep. Oh, there we go. All right, we're fighting him. And we can definitely take this guy on navally, right? So this is not a problem. He loses navally. We win. We dock up. I wish I could see more, but maybe I can see over here. All right, maybe we can do something here. We can get something going, huh? Maybe. Please. And I really hope his army is not there. All right, it is not. So let's go over here. Oh, it is. I'm sorry. Wow, I'm gonna die. That sucks. So this is presenting kind of a problem because these are only levies. It's exclusively levies, but it's so many that my regular army is just too small for it. So I am going to take 20,000 levies, and I'm gonna move them piecemeal over to this island here. And then we're going to see if we can get them all on this island. And we might be able to do it. I mean, we might be able to actually do something. Takes a little bit away from our coastal defense, but that's okay. I've got to double check and make sure. We still got some damaged ships. We got to keep an eye on the structural integrity of those ships. All right, so let us take these guys and move them over here. These are our levies. We're going to pad out our regular army the levies. And it should be easier once we actually occupy the little island there. Because then we can actually just go into the port. 15,000 troops right there. Like having to do that, but... Okay, boom. Just going back and forth. Oh, I'm sorry, I have not been reading the chat. Raw Chino says, never played EU5, but I'm a Medieval 2 veteran. I'll watch the stream to sleep, bro. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. very much appreciate that. These days, I've been kind of taking a step back from YouTube. I have other projects I've been working on, and, you know, YouTube has kind of slowed down, so I've been just kind of taking a step back and focusing on my other goals for this year. I mean, but, you know, if I get some more of a following, if people start watching again, then I would love to get back to it. Okay, these ships are barely repairing there, so not much point in doing that. Plus, these guys run out of food. This is a town. I don't think it can support that army there. So. All right, so let's try and transport these guys. Okay, this has the potential to be very bad for us if he just, like, moves over and takes a battle with us. Oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. Where are these guys going to go there? 18th of August? No, just go back. Oh, that's bad, dude. Hire the militant faithful. No! No! I got a second levy army there. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Okay. Transport these guys. Oh, man, no. This is going to be a disaster. Oh, that's an utter disaster. Oh, my gosh. All right. Stop that. Oh, man, dude. That hurt my heart. We retained our regulars, at least. All right, that's the militant faithful. These guys are men-at-arms. All right, these are not levies. These are just mercs. Ah, jeez. Gosh. We need some more freaking transport. This would be help if, Rachino says, God will provide, brother. Thank you, thank you. Don't be afraid. Remember me when you get big, because you will. Thank you, Rachino. Thank you. I mean, I have 100... Oh, my... Sardinia's gonna let me take this. They're gonna let me take it. Yes, it gives me more control over the Mediterranean. Oh, my gosh, dude. I can't take that. Oh, that's more than 100% anyway. Dude, this is a 93, 92% war score peace deal, and they're gonna let me do it. Okay. You know what? Let's freaking do it. We gain this. Oh my gosh. I'm so surprised. Okay. Let's freaking do this, dude. Alright, let's take these guys over here. First of all, disband the levies. We did lose a lot of our levies, though. That was a disastrous few battles. Okay, but you know what? Hey, look at that. Now, I think in order to build a naval governor, we have to have a city. So I don't think we can actually build it on any of those. But none of these provinces, or none of these locations are actually at the level of being able to be upgraded to a city, even if we have the money and we don't have the money. So, no, we're not quite there yet. A naval governor. It has to be a city, and it has to only be built if it's not connected to location by land or strait within the same country. It's not overseas, and it's a port. So it actually has to be in a port. Okay, and a coastal fort. Yeah, we definitely want that on Carthage. We definitely want that. I would love that here and here. I know these are expensive. 64 ducat. Well, I mean, they're not expensive, but they're definitely not cheap, that's for sure. Diplomatic ability. All right, fine. Heir is underage. Who's our heir? Wait. So, dude, what? Oh my gosh, dude. That son we had that was a prodigy and had amazing stats is dead now. Oh no. Oh no. That's terrible. He's dead. I don't even have any desire to form Al-Andalus or especially not Europa. I mean. But Al-Andalus. Yeah, I don't. That's just Iberia. It's just a Muslim Iberia. That's all it is. So he's just a child. He's not our son. He's a child. Our ruler's nephew. Train him in military, I guess. That sucks, dude. We had an amazing guy. He just died in battle. Alright, so these guys, I guess... What are these guys? Oh, auto refill garrison. I want to cancel that mercenary contract because we're not benefiting from it anymore. Yeah, 13 ducats a month from hiring the militant faithful. We're gonna have to pay out a hefty sum, though. 200 ducats to dismiss them. But we're making more money now. It's better if we just stop paying the monthly upkeep on them. And we know really how much money we have. And we can recover, of course. So, I don't think we have any underpopulated areas. Plus, I think settlements can only be built in rural locations. Yeah, they can only be built in rural locations. This is a very urbanized area. Definitely very urbanized. People are migrating here from all over Carthage. They're migrating to Izili for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but they can do that. I mean, if they want. Regulated naval service. Plutocracy is good. I like the plutocracy. We could do early standing army. We could do elite training. That could be good. Expanded levies. Mass army policy, that's quantity. A noble army. So, I think out of all of these, I probably like elite training the most, to be honest with you. But, as I said, never play this game, but how the F this crap works? What's your plan? Okay, so what I'm trying to do is, I'm basically trying to ultimately control the Mediterranean. Now, it's going to take a lot of work to get there. But, this game does have a lot of kind of complex mechanics, but I'll do my best to explain them. What my current goal is I want to capture the island of Sardinia, alright? And the reason why is that southern Sardinia has silver. Now, I do currently have access to this silver because it is in the Carthage market, so, like, my traders are still trading it or whatever. But if Two Sicilies decides to embargo me for some reason, I lose my access to silver. And silver is a very important resource because we're making our coins with silver. And we actually have demands for gold as well. We don't have any source of gold. I don't know where. Oh yeah, I think we're trading with Morocco in order to get gold because Morocco does have a bit of gold here, right? And this is actually Morocco's subject, I think. Yeah, the vassal of Morocco. So we're trading with Morocco's subject in order to get gold. But silver is very important. And if we lose our silver, then our minting efficiency goes down by half, right? We can only make gold coins. We can't make the silver coins. So then we can just change our minting law and just say, okay, well, we're only going to make gold coins then. We're not even going to try to make silver coins because we don't have access to silver. But that's harder to do, and it does really make you reliant on gold. And gold down in North Africa is pretty limited. There is also, I think, some gold in Iberia. I think it's a small amount. Where is it? It's got to be over here somewhere. You know what? I can find it pretty easily if I just go over here. There. This highlights the gold. I guess I was wrong. There's no gold over here. But, like, the only gold is like, okay, there's gold down here. There's gold in here. And then, like, up here. Like, there's so little gold, like, in our area. So, mainly we're going to have to, like, trade with Morocco, and then also get silver. And we need to secure our silver, because there's some silver down here, and there's some silver here and here, right? In our Iberia, but, like, they're Catholics, and they don't really like us. It's going to be harder to trade with the Catholics. And then the silver is over here. But this would be a very good source of silver. If we can secure our silver, then it's going to be much easier to have financial security, financial stability, economic stability. And also, we have control over the actual source. If we want to cut off 2 Sicilies from it, we can at least reduce them. They'll probably be able to easily get... this is the market's view. They could probably easily get access to silver through other markets, but at least we can cut them off from our supply, give ourselves more silver, reserve some more for ourselves. And as you can see, they actually have full control over the island of Sicily when it comes to trading. Even the island of Malta, we would normally control it, but their market has so much influence that they have Malta, right? So they have a very influential market. We do not want them getting market control over this, because then we'll really be screwed. We're going to have to be buying the silver, cross-market. And that's more expensive. Alright, so we're going to change our recruitment law. We are going to... Oh, I wanted the elite training one, but I guess I can... Oh, you can only do that in Age of Revolutions. Alright, so we could do naval service. That's going to increase our naval levies. Mercenary army is pretty good, because we already have, that Punic thing that increases our access to mercenaries. And I think I like expanded levies, to be honest. I don't want to go toward aristocracy, because we're trying to get toward plutocracy. So let's do that. But I do want to increase our levies. We're going to get 3 heavy ships. Oh, that's sweet. We got 3 heavies, just automatically. We didn't even have to build them. 3 heavy ships. But feel free to ask me some questions if you have any. I'm not so good at explaining all the time, but I will do my best. Let's recruit some auxiliaries here, because that way we can get a little bit of access to food when the going gets rough. The going gets tough. We don't have barks. Still don't have barks. We won't have barks until 14th in the queue. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of text we have to research. But that's okay. We have access to parts of Sardinia. This is very, very important that we have access to parts of Sardinia. We only have 1% control over here. We have to integrate these areas. But we will get that done. Moorish refugees. Let's see what we got. Alright. In the name of Allah, don't feel comfortable reading all that, but Granada has fallen to the infidel. Okay, so Granada's fallen. Let's see. Oh, you said something else. Let's see. So, waiting for it to pop up. I'll read this event while I'm waiting for it. Granada has fallen to the infidels. The last jewel of Al-Andalus, a beacon of learning, is now in Castilian hands. As the Islamic world reels from this loss, Moorish refugees flock to the Muslim cities and courts of North Africa and the Middle East, bringing with them knowledge, works by exceptional scholars like Abu al-Walid ibn Rushd, Abu al-Qasim al-Zarawi, and Abu Bakr ibn Tufayl. Inviting these refugees to Carthage might provide an enormous boost to our own efforts in the fields of science and culture. So, like, we can invite them to Carthage, getting a bunch of refugees. They are Sunni. They're migrating 150 each month for the next 20 years, which is crazy. And we also gain 5 prestige. Castile doesn't like us. Or we lose for prestige and Castile likes us a little bit. The chat message says, so we go for Sardinia and trade with Morocco because these MFs give us a good income and they have plenty of gold. So shouldn't we conquer the Moroccans next? So the reason why I don't want to conquer the Moroccans is that They are a vital ally in the region. They're the same religion. And they're not the same culture, but they are in the Maghrebi culture group. So they're the same culture group. We are very closely related. They're not likely to ally with my enemies. See, we are their only ally, right? And when Two Sicilies attacked us a few years ago, and that's how I got the money to bolster my navy. When Two Sicilies attacked us, they immediately came to my aid, and they said, okay, we're going to defend you. So we value them as an ally, and also because they like us, this gold that we're trading with them, that we're getting with them, is not really insecure. As long as we're defending them when they get attacked and vice versa, their gold is kind of secure. And they're happy to trade with us and vice versa. So this is a mutually beneficial alliance. The reason why we want to conquer Sardinia right now. Now, eventually, do we want to conquer Morocco? Probably, yes. But, you know, it's a higher priority to kind of go out here through the Mediterranean. Egypt is... I would love to have an alliance with them to conquer Morocco, but they're just too strong and they don't really take us very seriously. Yeah. So, we can't really do anything with Egypt right now. They're very powerful. But we prefer to go throughout the Mediterranean to the east rather than going west. But yeah. That's why we don't want to conquer Morocco, because they're our friend. We want to conquer Sardinia because Two Sicilies hates us. They hate our guts, and they probably are gaining... probably the only reason why they have not embargoed us is they are gaining some kind of economic benefit. And our economic base, let's say our tax base is 400. Theirs is 706. So their economy is so much bigger than ours. Morocco's is 584, their tax base. So Morocco actually has a bigger economy than we do. Crazy. But they do have a bigger economy. I'm going to invest a little bit less in stability because I want to gain some more. But here's the thing, though. If we can support a really good navy, and we're on our way, we're not there yet. If we can overpower the navy of Two Sicilies, then it doesn't matter that their army is far stronger than ours, because we could just keep them from getting onto our mainland and keep them from taking Sardinia, right? Oh, I saw Carthage in the title and thought BC area, so we are in the deep. Yes. Yes. We are in 1473. We are in 1473, my friend. We actually started as Tunis. And I turned on the ahistorical nation formables, so nations that definitely would not be plausible to form. But you can form them just because it's kind of fun. Which includes Carthage. And Tunis was like the best option for that, because we didn't... I think we formed them at the end of the first stream. And this is part 3, so. This is our child, or our ruler's nephew. Let's give him military education. Can we increase the RGOs? Yeah, Carthage. Oh my gosh, that was good. Alright, so let's increase those RGOs. Glory days will return, or we spend basically our entire treasury. Let's just lose the prestige. Our culture. Cultural influence. I like comparing cultures like this because we can see that we have 461 cultural tradition and 160 influence. Morocco has 343 tradition and 107 influence. So actually, Tunisian culture is actually more influential than Moroccan culture. They just have a bigger economy. And so we're a little bit more cultural. As far as Neapolitan culture, they have 197 influence, which is a little bit higher than ours, and their cultural tradition is about the same as ours. All right, then build a navy. Exactly. And that's what we're working on. We have 48 galleys, 3 heavies, and 5 transports. I definitely want to expand it. I definitely want to expand that navy. But we also want to make sure that our economy is growing at the same time so we can support a big navy. 35 ducats a month is not ideal. But it's okay. Look at this. This is an army with 0 troops in it. I don't know who this guy is right here, standing here, but this has 0 troops in it. It's an army that, for some reason, Two Sicilies is not able to transport back to their homeland. It's kind of funny. They have 70,000 levies. We only have 37,000, so... In a battle of purely land ability... It's our rule... Oh, this is our heir, and he's slow. Sucks. Sucks, dude. We're giving him an expensive education to try to mitigate the fact that he's slow. I hope I still have wives. Let's do a mercantile cabinet. Oh, well, shipbuilding facilities is good. But we have plenty of sailors, so that's okay. Support of communal values. We're going to lose some money for a little bit while we recover our legitimacy. $3,000 regulars, too. See, that's just rough. We got to make sure we're expanding this Navy. Let's do that, actually. Navy repair cost minus 5%. Good. And it's cheapest for us to build galleys. They get bonuses in the Inland Sea. So, take Sardinia, keep building, take Corsica, and then Malta. Try to secure the Western Mediterranean. I don't know how trade works, but I mean, this crap should help. Yes, it should. You're absolutely right. You're definitely right about that. I can build 10 more galleys and then I'm out of money. Alright, and this is our ruler's nephew. Let's give him a diplomatic education, I guess. Oh, we also got to make sure we do integrate these provinces. Let's integrate with this guy. Yeah, we gotta integrate these. But yeah, it definitely will help. Traditional economy, communalism, and stability. I like the stability. Don't know the game, but I'm into it for real. Hey, I don't blame you. That is totally fine, my friend. We're gonna do this. We are getting a few goods from here. I'm hyped. That is awesome, dude. Maybe I do have to continue this campaign, dude. If you're having fun, then I'll continue it. And we got that. We got the new expansion coming out next Wednesday, so I can continue it. I can continue this campaign. But we do gain some goods. We don't really have any control over these areas. And that's an issue as well. The best way for us to gain control is for us to at least integrate it. Because if it's integrated, then at least we can have, like, a total of 18.61. Because this will go from -10 to +5. And then the average satisfaction will go up over time naturally. We can also build temples. That helps. Temples are relatively cheap. And a temple, what that will do is it increases max control by 5%. So it'll help us gain a little bit higher control over these areas. The more control we have, the more... Fetch Shrine, it's kind of cool. The more temples we have... I'm sorry, the more control we have, the more ability we have to, like, collect taxes and stuff. So temples are definitely going to help. We already have a temple here. Madrasa. Drives into peasants, pop conversion speed. It's like a this is basically a monastery. Temples are a really good building. These are one of these buildings that you really definitely want. Like, everywhere you can build them. It's over here. In every market. We actually... Okay, we could build one more temple. I'll build it. The only limitation is that you can only build it in towns and cities. You can't build it in rural locations. But that's kind of okay for this, because this is our only rural location in Sardinia. The rest is towns. What we really need is a city, and we need it on the coast, because if we have it on the coast, we can build a naval governor, and that's basically going to jumpstart our control of this, whatever location we build this in, by like 80%. I think that's what it... I think... Or it's a proximity source is what it is. So, proximity... Maybe I can briefly try to explain that. Basically, proximity is like how easily your administration can make its way toward different locations. The stuff in Striped, our administration can't even make it there at all. We might have some kind of control over it for some reason or another. Like, for example, the people are not that dissatisfied, and it is part of our core territory, so we can have some control over it. But they're not getting anything from the capital. Like, it just can't make it there. We get a tiny bit of proximity here, right? 3.9% proximity. By default, you have 100 proximity coming out of your capital. And then you can also build local governors in cities. I can't build one right now, but you can have local governors in cities, and that will... It's very limited. You can only build, like, 2 or 3 over the course of the game. But you can build them, and they provide a local proximity source of 80. So it's a really good way to take hard control over those, hard to reach places by saying, hey, here's a local governor, now you have proximity. And it employs nobles. It's one of the only noble buildings. So... And then a naval governor, that one is actually a little bit harder to unlock, but we did unlock it, because you have to be heavily naval, which we did. We did go heavily naval, thanks to Purple Twig, who watches some of my streams and gives me really good advice. But yeah, we were going land. Now we're over on the naval side, which, once we do that, then we can gain this government reform called... what is it? Which one is it? Harbor Administration, which allows a naval governor. So, yes, brother, what's the point of starting a campaign you can't finish? Set the goals and go for them. I'll be here, watch and learn, they say, and I'm all in. Dude, you are awesome. Thank you, my friend. You are awesome. Hey, then I guess we gotta go for it, then. Guess we gotta go for it. These days, because I have so many other things that I'm focusing on in my life, these days I kind of stream once every 2 weeks. But, I stream for a few hours. Yeah, we got a few hours of playing. Right, and we're still building galleys, by the way. You can see this on the side. We still got 6 galleys in progress. We have 52 currently. Hard to compete with 2 Sicilies. Really, really hard to compete with 2 Sicilies. But, I mean... We don't have any narrows here. These are all just inland sea. The narrows, the best place to fight with galleys is going to be these narrows here. Right here, right here, right here. Anywhere there's a strait, right? Like here, what is it, the Strait of Gibraltar? Is that the Strait of Gibraltar? I can't remember what it's called. I know this is the Rock of Gibraltar here, but right here. But, yeah, here's narrows here. Here, we're, like, right up against the coast here. We got narrows here. So, galleys, super effective. I think I read that they gain, like, plus 50% effectiveness on narrows. Whereas they gain 25% effectiveness on inland sea. So it's still okay. There's another narrows. And here's another one, and that one, and that one. And that one. So there are definitely some key locations in the Mediterranean that you can watch out for. As far as fighting 2 Sicilies, it's probably going to be a lot of fighting here. So it's probably going to be a lot of, like, them trying to land troops on my coast and me trying to stop them by any means necessary, but who knows, right? Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to get it worked out. I do want to get some more transports. Can we get hulks? Hulks. Here. I can't believe I didn't have that queued. It's just, I don't know what I'm doing, dude. And the entrepot, dude. I need the entrepot, too. Got some good text coming up. That one I'm not super concerned about. Alright, so let's see what we're trading. See what the trading looks like. We can definitely build an extra marketplace here. So I will try to explain a little bit of trade. Basically, things within this market are going to be able to trade with other locations within that market. Without any kind of special building. They get to trade. It's based on their market access, so, you know, they might get goods at a lower priority than the ones closer to those, right? I don't really care about that. But, and you can also see the inter-market relationships, the other markets we're trading with, right? We're trading with all these other markets. You go to Nepal, we can see the markets they're trading with. You can go to Al-Ghazair, which is also our market, by the way. It's not anyone else's, but if you want to trade with other markets, you need to have what's called trade capacity. And the primary way of getting trade capacity is through this building right here, which is a marketplace. And then also you can upgrade that in Age 3 to the Merchant's Quarters, which is 50% more effective. So, instead of getting +1 for every level of marketplace, you're getting plus 1.5. And the market, or the trading capacity, basically allows you to facilitate trade. And we can actually look at trading here. We can actually look at what we're trading and with whom. So we are selling, what's this, incense? And I don't know why I have this one locked in. But I'm selling, oh sorry, I'm buying incense. I am importing incense from Alexandria, right? And that is actually yielding a small profit. I'm also exporting cloves. I don't know how I got cloves. But somehow I'm exporting cloves to Köln. So that's what's happening there. And then we are also exporting gems to London, Bordeaux, and Naples. This is another reason why Two Sicilies is not currently embargoing me, because they're also buying my gems. Alright? You use gems, of course, you have demand from pops, right? The nobles like to buy gems. But also jewelers guilds. Building jewelry, you need to have something in order to enhance your jewelry. And in order to build that, in order to make that jewelry, you need either ivory, amber, gems, or pearls. All right? Ivory is not super plentiful in Europe, right? They're trading with Africa, basically. Amber, also kind of a rare good. Gems, kind of a rare good, right? Pearls, kind of a rare good. These things are not super easy to get. Look at this, gems, right? We have... I'm highlighting all of the gems, right? And I can actually... No, I can't expand that. Can I expand that one? No. But I'm highlighting all the gems, right? There's a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. Remember when I was talking about the gold and silver? We have some gems, and that's kind of our leverage against Two Sicilies, right? Last time I had a convo like this, it was with Pixelated Apollo maybe 12 years ago. He had a small following back then, and I could give and take advice because it was for Total War. Oh, man. That's crazy. 12 years ago, man. That is crazy. The Militant Faithful. I like that we periodically get to see. I don't want them right now. Rome / Medieval / Napoleon / Shogun Total War. Played them from the day they released. I could offer help, but now that's a new experience. Well, welcome to Europa Universalis 5, my friend. I haven't played those Total War games. I've heard they are very, very good. I did have the idea that I was going to do a game review of Rome Total War 2, because I do have it. I think it was gifted to me by Jin. But since I've taken a little bit of a step back from YouTube, I haven't really worked on it. Also, Eastern Roman Empire getting wrecked right now by Carmenids. Yeah. Comparable populations. I mean, just 100,000 difference. But of course, the population of Karaman is, you know, more spread out, whereas the population of Byzantium, Eastern Roman Empire, really consolidated around a couple of different population centers. So it's a lot different there. We're gonna hold parliament. Shipbuilding facilities should be good. That's probably a safe one. Gravel road network. You kind of want that. You know what? We should build roads. Let's take that one, and then that's easier to get. And then let's oh, you know what? And I bet we could also pretty soon get an estate parliament, so we want to do that one. But hey, let's build some roads, huh? So roads, and you can actually see a little bit of a diagram here on, you know, where our roads exist. Roads, first of all, they decrease movement cost, right? So it becomes a lot faster to move your troops between two locations. But also, they decrease market access costs, so they more greatly connect to your market. And they also decrease your proximity costs. Remember, I was talking about proximity. They allow your administration to reach deeper and deeper into your territory over land. And you know what else they do is, this is not listed here, but I know for a fact because I have read patch notes and stuff. They actually nullify the proximity penalty that you take from vegetation. So, for example, forest gives proximity speed impact minus 25%. That is nullified if you build a road through that province. So, that's just taken away, and then it's reduced by a further 20%. Now, terrain will still play a factor. Hills, proximity speed impact, minus 25%. That's still playing a factor. You can't get around the fact that it's a hilly terrain, right? You're not terraforming. And you only have a half of that on plateau. But the vegetation, when you're cutting through that vegetation and you're building a road through it, then you nullify that proximity penalty. So we're going to build a road here. Now that we can actually afford some of these roads, right? We can actually afford a little bit. Alright, now that was a little bit expensive, but I'm just, you know, just building a little bit, huh? We could also levy an extra tax if we're willing to lose the stability, which I actually think I'm okay with. No, I want centralization. I want to be a little more centralized. See, this is the problem, is right now we're kind of decentralized, which makes our estates happier, but it slows down annexation of subjects. And we do actually have a couple of subjects right here. We have Zab, we got that one, and we got Tellus. If you become centralized instead, and we are going towards centralization, if you have centralization, instead you get crown power, proximity speed, right? And I think this applies to... I think this only applies to land. I'm not certain on that. But then you also get... you annex your subjects faster, but subjects are less loyal because you're very centralized. So, that's kind of a trade-off that you take. But eventually, like, it's sort of like in the beginning of the game when you have so little proximity and so little control over your territories, you want to go decentralized and just kind of rule through subjects. But as the game goes on, you get more of these better modifiers for control, and you're able to take more direct control of your territory, and you want to control it yourself. And so then you want to go centralized and start annexing those subjects. And these guys, they're a fiefdom. These guys are actually a fiefdom. A fiefdom is a subject type where they literally have the same ruler, but they're considered a different country. So it's a little bit different from a vassal, because a vassal is a subject and they have their own ruler. This one is actually a vassal. And I would like to annex these guys. I would never be able to freaking, like, take control over this territory, which is why I don't annex them. See, they gain... this is their control over this territory. They have very good control over the territory. We would not be able to take control over it. See, we can't even take control over this. It would almost be worth it for us to just give them this territory because they can control it more effectively. As far as Zab goes, they can pretty much control this territory. We can't even get in there. For this subject, they can control this territory. We're getting down pretty low here, right? Our proximity doesn't reach here. Doesn't have any. It's at negative 9%. So, you know, just things to keep in mind. Very, very good. Very good. We are still integrating Alice, which is that one. We are gaining a little bit of extra control here because it's integrated. It's not conquered anymore. You know, we have a temple there. It's got a little bit of proximity, right? It's getting a tiny bit of proximity. This is gaining more proximity, and it's still conquered. So this is actually going to go up to like 25 once we integrate it. Something we want to keep in mind as well. And our economy is still growing. Our economy is definitely still growing. Expand those salt mines. Alright, now Two Sicilies has 95 ships. See, we gotta always be growing, right? ABC, always be cheating. We gotta always be growing our navy and our army. We can't easily support a bigger army. It's very expensive to expand it. But a navy, we can do. And they have 38 galleys compared to our 58. Oh, 20% extra sailors. Let's do this. We gained so many sailors. And our navy maintenance is only 51, so we're good. But we got 58 galleys and 3 heavies. They have 38 galleys and 37 heavies. That's just a lot of heavies. So, let's build some more galleys. See, a heavy is going to cost twice as much, and it's also going to cost more than 3 times the number of sailors, and then there's also the upkeep of 4 sailors. This one is less than 1. Right, so... in this game, the mechanics are completely different, not only the economy, but in the character arc, as I see. Yes, there are characters. Indeed. There are characters. It's not nearly as fleshed out of a system as, like, Crusader Kings 3, but there definitely are characters. Alright, let's get 15 more galleys. We just want to keep expanding that army. And we also finished integrating some province, so... let's go ahead and integrate this one. I want that one. Alright, and diplomacy, etc. Crap, I'm hyped. Alright, well, buckle up, my friend. Because I'm going to continue this campaign. Hold on 1 second. I will go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Okay. So, oh, we're not the number 19 power, by the way. We started the stream at like 30. So that's kind of cool. The number 19 power in the world. Number 3 is France. Sorry, I should say France is number 3. Castile is number 4. Egypt is number 11. Two Sicilies is number 12. We're actually, like, not that far away. Okay, but we're neck and neck with Morocco. Thankfully, we are allies. Morocco's just a little bit ahead of us. Mali is number 17, the Mali Empire, and they do have some subjects here. I actually tried playing as Ouagadougou before. It's super hard because you're basically going to get subjugated by Mali and they're going to try to annex you. It's tough. It's tough to play as Ouagadougou. I always wanted to play as Ouagadougou, and let's make them gain opinion. I don't want to piss off Morocco. I always wanted to play as Ouagadougou, and then in EU4, I wanted to play as Mossy is the name of the country. Oh my gosh, dude, they're just like, they have no economy. Look, their economic base is 3. It's 3. In Mali, it's 955, and in our country, it's 425. Ouagadougou, 3. They have no economy. And they have no freaking resources, right? They got like some horses. Oh yeah, and by the way, they start like really low on technology, so they can't actually make use of all of their resources in the beginning. But they can't. I think they can't even raise horses in the beginning. So, I think they can't even grow the wheat. And they can probably do the livestock. I think they can do the livestock. But yeah, it's a tough country to play. All right. Pound Lock Canals. These are a super, super good building. They're kind of expensive. They're 100 ducats as a base price, but local proximity speed plus 10% and local food production plus 5%. The only limitation is that you can only build them in cities, but they increase your proximity speed, right? So it's helping your empire reach those places. You're going to get more proximity. You're going to get more control, more ability to collect taxes and levy soldiers. So, and by the way, the reason why the base cost is 100 and why it's only going to cost me 78, it's because I'm actually buying those goods. Masonry and tools are actually really cheap in this market, which means that I'm essentially getting a 22% discount. And lumber is a little bit more expensive in this market, but it's not enough to actually make a huge difference. Yeah, so because those goods are very well produced in this market, and shoot, I mean, if lumber's making money, I could find where I produce lumber. If I can. I'm trying to find lumber. I don't see it. That's green. I know I produce lumber right there. Okay. That's why lumber's a little bit more expensive, because we don't have any over here. However, we just gained a source of lumber, and it's 4 out of 4. So, I wonder if we can build like a sawmill or something. From laborers, maybe? Build it's a protected harbor. I mean, that would be good. Salt collector. No, my dog is in the other room just throwing up. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay. He wasn't throwing up. He was just pretending like he was. But he's getting old. I think these things just start to happen. I think he's got a cough or something like that. We're number 18 now. Oh, we actually just overtook Morocco. Yeah, we just overtook Morocco. That's pretty cool, huh? We're still behind the Mali Empire. They have 187. We have 162, so... we're a little ways off from Mali. This is our niece. Give her a diplomatic. She's slow. There's no way she'll ever be Sultan. There's no sultanas. Can you go for diplomacy with your Mediterranean neighbors and then focus on a West Mediterranean campaign? So, I would like to. Genuinely. The issue is that because they're all Christian, they all hate me. So, and plus Aragon hates me already because, like, I took their land. Castile, you can see this, like, Castilian view of Sunni countries minus 80. It's very difficult to make friends with people of other religions. Sorry for all the messages. I'm just too eager. Do not apologize, my friend. There's nothing to apologize for. I love the feedback. And I love when you have questions and when you have suggestions. I love all that stuff. So, it says this is 0. This is not actually 0. It's in the negatives. It's negative 33. So this is kind of a bug that's displaying a 0. But yeah, because they don't like Sunni countries. The Eastern Roman Empire is at negative 80 because they don't like... Oh, they've asked us for money. What? I don't want to give you money. Why do I want to give Morocco money? I think I could probably... I could decline. Yeah, I could decline. And our relations are still plus 200. Alright. So, the Eastern Roman Empire really doesn't like us. I think the most we can improve relations with... Most we can improve relations is like 100. So we can maybe make them like us a little bit. It's... likely would not be enough for an alliance, but we can try. We can definitely send a diplomat over there. Oh, now it's negative 130, so maybe not. Oh, antagonism, minus 50. Morocco asked us to help them out in the first Moroccan Peasants' Civil War. Alright, so this is a really minor civil war. I'll let my subjects take care of this, because this is not really something worth raising my whole levy army for. Alright, and we're still building some Punic war galleys. Very good. Do we have any of these institutions? Because, like, I need the institutions. Like, all of these, Third Age institutions, they started in Asia, right? So, this one has New World and Pike and Shot, and it's spreading, printing press... Control and location as Ming has embraced printing press. Okay. Well, you know, market attraction, we can hold parliament. Yeah, we really need to get those institutions. It's the only way you can get them is through trade, basically. So, because we don't... Once you get printing press, you get this ability called promote institutions, which is something your cabinet can do. And it helps you get the institutions if you can, like, see them on the map. But before you have printing press, it's like, you just gotta trade. And that's just not something that's super easy to do. Let's see. Expand our armory, so that could give us more manpower, more ability to have a regular army. I think I would like this, because we can afford to expand it. Alright, community school. This is actually a really good one. I like this event. So, this is a community education event. You can just get 7 stability, and that would put me at 100, which would make me gain a lot of money, actually. Because then I wouldn't have to spend so much on stability investment. However, if you do community schools, then you gain plus 0.1 monthly literacy. Which literacy affects your research speed. When people can read, it helps you advance in technology faster. So that's something you want. So I usually do with the community schools, unless I really need the stability. And you said, in case of me sleeping, when will you go live again? So, like I said, lately, because of my focus on other things in my life, I have been going live once every 2 weeks. However, I might go live again next week, especially because the DLC is coming out, so I want to play it. I'll tell you what, there is a Discord server. There is a Plankicorn Gaming Discord server. It's called Planky's Lumberyard. And if you would like to join there, every Sunday I post my release schedule if I'm going to be streaming that week. And it tells you exactly when I'm going to be streaming, on what day, and then at what time. And I stream on Rumble and YouTube. So, you can join that. I think the link is in the description. I think it is. Let me see. Yeah, it should be in the description. If you'd like to join, if that's something you are interested in, then you can definitely do that. Oh, and there was also another civil war in Morocco. Again, it's not something I'm really worried about. So... But, and also, so I also like to talk about this, alright? I am also working on a tabletop RPG, and it is called Venture, and I am having some art made, which is very exciting, but also... I do have a Discord server that's fully set up, and it's got a really, really small following. I don't know how much you like tabletop RPGs, but we just hire a privateer. That's cool. Privateers are enterprising people who have responded to the call from a country to wreak havoc on the maritime presence of anyone potentially hostile. For those that encounter them, they are indistinguishable from pirates. Okay, that's cool. Boat-based attackers of other ships or coastal areas who steal goods or ducats. Dude. I like this. I want to hire privateers. I'm going to hire a privateer over here. I just hired a privateer. Oh my gosh. Letter of marque. We decided to issue letters of marque for anyone willing to harm maritime interests in the Tyrrhenian Sea. Oh, that's here. Oh, that's so cool. Of course, these privateers will not disrupt our friends, but all merchants from other countries are fair game. So everybody that borders that sea region dislikes me more. That is so cool. Requirements not met. Okay, so I can only hire one per, like, sea area, or is that a sea region? Wait, no. Okay. No, it's like sea areas. Yeah, Western Mediterranean is this one. So I want to hire one for here, too. It's only 250 sailors, and we have plenty of sailors. So, we got freaking privateers, dude! That's awesome. Alright, we finished integrating that one province. We're going to integrate Majorca. Alright. My wife just woke up. Okay, oh. Yes, so I don't know. I am really excited about Venture. I'm very excited about it. We got a big update on the art today, which I posted to the Venture Discord server. Basically, the flagship piece of art that's going to go on the front cover of the player's guide is of a city in the game world called Varello. The full name of which is Varello on the Sea. And it just looks so, so cool. And it's just... And we only have the initial sketch right now. Alright, so we're not even there yet. But I'm hoping that within a week, we will have the full piece of art. And I'm very excited for that. Also, there is a developer who's working on an app that that allows you to just create a character from Venture. It's very cool. Very, very cool. It just walks you through step by step. You type in the name of it, you select your class, you allot your attributes and everything like that. And it exports to a TXT file so that you can either just use that or you can put it into a character sheet and then modify the character sheet as needed. So that is very, very exciting. And I guess it's kind of a complicated endeavor, so it has taken him a few weeks. But I hope to be finished with that by the end of this week. Let's check on his navy. They keep building more ships, dude. We gotta keep up. And we're trying. But they got 40 heavies and 43 galleys. We are up to 73 galleys. 3 heavies. Come on. Great Maritime Advantage. I don't really care too much about that one. This is our daughter. Okay, daughter should have a good admin education. Augment that trait. This is our nephew. Gifted. If only he could be our freaking heir. Alright. And then this is our niece. Gallant. Let's give her a diplomatic education. This one, diplomatic. This is our nephew. We got a lot of nieces and nephews and stuff, but we don't really have a lot of kids of our own. Niece. But I do have a few people. I would love to, like, stream campaigns of Venture. I mean, that just sounds so fun, but gotta have some more players of it first. I have a couple of people in the community that, you know, might be interested in playing, but... Dude, how many nieces and nephews do we have? This one's ambitious. Admin, I guess. Did our heir come of age? Is that what that was? Finally, this is the last one. Alright, let's do military for that one. And then we have an unmarried adult heir. So our heir was slow. He's sort of like average because we gave him an expensive education. Marry this one and marry. There's not a lot of nobles to marry. I could do a royal marriage. Egypt? Is there an Egyptian girl you want to marry? Excuse me? 17. Marry this 17-year-old girl. We can do Morocco. Okay, marry this 18-year-old girl. Woman now, I guess. You can marry a lowborn too. You lose a little bit of legitimacy, so we're going to be losing some money for a little while, but it's okay. We are building cogs, so that's going to help us transport our armies if we need to, but we also definitely want to build... Okay, we're out of money now. Oh, crap. Whoops. We need some more money. We were about to take on a loan. And the funny thing is, when you're playing in or near Europe, as soon as you take on a loan, one of the banks immediately gobbles it up. Immediately. They're just like, oh, you took on a loan, it's mine now. What that means is, basically, they say to your estate, because basically when you take a loan, right? When I take a loan of 336 ducats, I'm taking a loan from my estate, right? From my nobility, for example, because my nobility has 12,000 ducats and I only have 261. My clergy has 187. My burghers have 1,068. My commoners have 1,108. My dhimmi has 31, and my tribes have 143. I'm taking a loan from my estates, but what the banks do is they say, hey, they go to my estates and they go, hey, I will pay off what your government owes you, but then they're going to be paying me instead. They're going to be paying the interest to me, right? And they always gobble it up. Crazy. All right, so we have unlocked barks. Barks are good because those are light ships, which we can use to... My heir just died. All that time and money spent educating this guy, and he just freaking died. Alright. Give this guy an expensive education, I guess. That's our next son. Is that our son? Yes, it is our son. And I only have one wife, and she's 40, so... That's Arabia? You got an 18-year-old for me? Alright, good. My character is 39. Alright. We're number 17, by the way. Mali is number 16. I guess we overtook Carmanids or something? I don't know who went down. Oh, it's got to be Oh, maybe it's Carmanids. No. And also, they lost Nicomedia. Eastern Rome lost Nicomedia. But they still have Philadelphia. No. Eastern Rome has lost Philadelphia. I'm still kind of rooting for them. We have a bigger economy than they do, though. Of course, they're punching well above their weight because they only have 1.4 million people and we have 3.1 million people. But, still. Alright, we have an unmarried child. Our daughter is unmarried. Let's try to get her married to a guy in Egypt. Ideally, close to the crown, maybe? Country name, great power score, administrative ability, diplomatic ability... Ability, character age, position in line for the throne. Alright, so there's nobody there. They're all from Egypt. And this is great power score. Okay. Whatever. Sort by character age. Get married to this 17-year-old guy. We're actually a fair bit stronger than Byzantium. I wonder if we could even take some land from them. The Republic of Laconia? Like, if I attacked them, no one would defend me. Or no one would defend them. And then I would have a foothold to get Achaia as well. If I could spare the stability, that would be nice. And how long is it before we get the... Oh, crap. We gotta get that thing. No CB costs? Let's remove these things. I gotta remove these things so I can get Destiny of Carthage. This requires 75 stability, and I need to be able to get it. It'd be really nice if we could just take, like, this island and this little tiny location. We can maybe buff it up a little bit. Got some control over here, finally. Getting some control. We got marble over here. That's good. Olives. Yes. Wheat. And nobility is so mad at me. All right, let's go and appease the nobility here, the Umara. It's also going to allow us to tax them more because they're more satisfied. So 45 ducats a month would not go amiss. I definitely am okay with it. And also, I should say again, I know I say this basically every stream, but whenever Gen moves here, which we don't know exactly what that's going to be, but when Gen moves here, I would like for her to do a series of Summer's Heartbeat. It's going to be so funny, dude. I'm so excited for that. For those who don't know, Gen is my wife. Jen is my wife. Alright, Grand Privilege cost minus 10%. Alright, very good. We're getting Destiny of Carthage. That's what we're doing right now. Oh, we could. We could call a jihad against... We become a leader of the jihad, and it's 20 stability. Dude. Now, if we declare war on Laconia, it's 28 stability. Like, there's no... That's not getting mitigated. Power projection can mitigate it. I did forget about the whole power projection thing. And we're gaining 65 ducats a month, too. Oh, my gosh. But... that's okay. Let's just recover our money for a little bit. Let's recover the nobility satisfaction. We have some cogs, or some Punic war galleys in progress. We have 83 of them right now. We have the ability to transport 9,700 troops at once, which is super good. Oh, can we upgrade to hulks? No. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We freaking, deleted that from the queue. Alright, anything else? Now that we're about to get the Destiny of Carthage, supply carts could be good. An upgrade for sure. Army initiative. We want to prioritize Navy stuff, but there's a lot of Navy stuff we've already gotten now. Max our geo size in towns and cities is good. Max literacy for clergy, yeah, that's good. War with no CB cost. That's definitely something we want. But we definitely want to get the Destiny of Carthage before we get a... no CB war. Because we'll easily be able to win this war. They have no navy. They have 57 guys. They're insignificant compared to us. We have 44,000, and our regular army by themselves is 2,350, so that should not be an issue. We can expand a little bit east. Candia would also be a good target. In fact, I kind of like that target better. We can capture more territory. And they do actually have some trade goods. Saffron is good. Tin is good. Tin is really good. For those who don't know, tin is good because it is, among other things, it is used for making cannons. Cannons. You cannot make cannons without tin. You can try, but you can't. Can't do it. Okay. The Destiny of Carthage. Carthage stands reborn, its foundations secure and its people united. The ancient city that once commanded half the Mediterranean now faces a choice that will define its future for centuries to come. The Sufites, and the Council of Elders debate endlessly. Some point to the harbors, the Kothons, the merchant fleets, the instruments that built Carthaginian power in the first place. Others invoke the memory of the Barcid generals, who proved that Carthage could match any land power in open battle. They could not match any land power in open battle. They could not defeat Rome. The Destiny of Carthage awaits. Our destiny is written in the stars. Very good. Alright, so the foundations of reborn Carthage are secure. From this base of stability, a great destiny beckons, but which destiny shall it be? So we have gotten that one. Now we're free to declare war. But in order to actually get this, we have to control Cagliari and Ajaccio. Yeah, so that's something we got to do, is we got to declare war on Provence, who's allied with Aragon and Brabant and all that crap. So I don't like that, but we have to control Sardinia and Corsica because Cagliari is down here. So we're on our way, but we're not there yet. Traditional ideas. No, we're not granting it. We're not granting the nobility a privilege. Whenever you grant the nobility a privilege, be prepared to never be able to revoke it because it costs 81 stability right now. We have 99. So that is not something we want to do. Alright, but I do want to declare war on Candia. I was going to declare on Laconia, but I think Candia is probably a better option. It's the entire island of Crete. They've got tin, they've got iron, they've got saffron, olives, sugar, wine. Like, almost everything is good. Cotton is like, eh. And olives are, you know, whatever. But the rest of it's really good. Let's also take a look at our urbanization right here, because we got cities here. This, in order to become a city, it has to have 30,000 people. You have to have a lot of money to upgrade it. Jared. We went to Jared. And I did go to Jared. Okay, this could be a city. Producing olives. For a while, I had this goal of being food positive in every single province. I don't think that's totally necessary now. We could do it. We can build more olives, right? I mean, we're still making money. And we're making a lot more because of, what's it called? We're making a lot more because of being at 99 stability, which that's going to end as soon as we declare war, that no CB war. But, that's okay. We'll win it, at least. Yeah, let's save. I don't foresee any hiccups here because they don't have any allies or anything like that. People are just kind of leaving them alone. But I do want to expand my influence in the Mediterranean, and Candia is the way to do it. Alright, 30 stability. I don't like it. I have to do it. Yeah, our income dropped by 30 ducats a month. Because now we're actually paying to increase our stability instead of just paying to maintain it. Alright, let's take our navy. I would love to get Malta. I would love to get Malta. It's owned by Athens? Dude, I could have attacked Athens. I didn't realize this. I thought it was owned by two Sicilies. I could take Malta. That wouldn't even be that hard. Athens has 5 ships and 7,000 levies. That's not even a problem. Dude, that's freaking awesome. All right, let's freaking go, dude. We're so back. All right. Oh, I'm fighting them. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's not an issue. I'm fighting them. I have food. Moroccan peasants civil war. I'm still not worried about it. My subjects can take care of it. I have occupied Candia. This is a single province, so this should give me occupation of the entire island. Now that I have the entire provincial capital. It's a matter of time. There we go. Boom. And we want full annexation, and we want all your money, and that's going to give us antagonism mostly with Candia themselves, who will not even exist. Acciaioli going to get 21. Nobody's going to get enough for a coalition, so we don't have to worry about that. Carthage. Yes, it's Carthage. I think maybe we want to just kind of leave our army here for a little while. Yeah, and the Moroccan peasants are, they have no army, so I'm not worried about Morocco in the slightest. And also, we will be able to upgrade those transports to hulks very soon. And then we got entrepôts as well very soon. Which is very, very good. Entrepôt, just I think it's increasing the market attraction in your trade center. Yes, and it increases your trade capacity. More trade capacity equals more trades equals more profit. So, definitely something we want to utilize and take advantage of. Drifting trade, trade conflict. Can we declare them a rival or something? So yeah, rivals. And I can't declare them a rival. We can only have 3 rivals at a time. Okay, so I am rival to Fazan. There? Why? Removing it takes 5 stability. I'll remove them as a rival. Alright, I cannot rival Athens. Why can't I? effect. Okay, that's kind of weird. Can I... They're already our rival. It doesn't say I can't do this. It says I can't remove them as our rival because they're not our rival. I want to select Athens. I can't do it. Why? Are they, like, out of my diplomatic range or something? No diplomatic range. Power projection. 15.3, 14. Okay, oh, my heir. Okay, and my heir is Rowdy. Let's give him an expensive education, please. All right. So I cannot designate Athens as a rival. I can designate the Eastern Roman Empire as a rival, and I can probably take land from them too, because they have fewer levies, and they have a smaller regular army, and they have a smaller navy too, and it's mostly transports anyway. So I probably could. I probably could do something with them. I can form a defensive league with the Eastern Roman Empire, and that's kind of helping me defensively. But I don't want to go against them right now. I could use that to get roads. It's trying to go along with the islands, Mediterranean islands. But I can't select Athens. I don't know why. It doesn't tell me why I can't. God, my work group chat is popping off. Overnights are having a hard time. They're having a hard time. Alright, but I can go Negroponte? Oh no, I can't do that. Okay, I can do Ideniz. And I can grab a few islands from them. So I can do that. How can I designate Laconia as a rival? That's so dumb. That is so dumb that I can designate Laconia as a rival and not Athens. I have no idea why. I can get humiliate rival, and I can't conquer anything from that. So it's for the best anyway. I really wanted to destroy enemy Casus Belli, but I can't. I guess I can't get that. I just want to make sure that two Sicilies, and their navy is not really expanding right now, so that's good. I don't know how many sailors they have. Fair bit weaker than them. Sailors. Okay, so they actually have more sailors. They actually have more sailors. Ships and allied navies, naval levies currently being raised, potentially. Okay. Total potential ships and total cannons. Okay. These are the target's forces. They got 2,200 cannons, and we have 1,033. Now, they're going to be punching a little bit above their weight because they're galleys, right? So I added 25%, I guess. I don't know if that's how that works. But it's still not enough. Right? It's definitely not enough. Oh, we are getting tons of money. Oh my gosh, dude. Tons of freaking money. Alright, let's expand the wheat RGO. 2 times. Raise some horses. Can we get some good, like, cavalry? We got horsemen. We do horsemen. These are like light horsemen. 8 and 8. So why would I get the light horsemen? They cost the same. It's probably just goods. It's probably just more maintenance. Yeah, more leather. Cloth goes to from 0.04 to 0.05. And we got horses go from 0.25 to 0.5, so double the horses. And then we got 0.05 weapons to 0.1, so that doubles. And then they also require tools, so fair enough. They are more expensive to maintain. I feel like I should get the Light Horsemen. It kind of follows Carthage in my mind with the Numidian Light Cavalry, but oh crap. Military and diplomatic talent. This is my ruler's niece, so I don't care that much. All right, entrepôts. We can build them. We can build 2 of them actually. We need them. Fly carts are next. Continuing to build what we need. Continuing to build that stuff. Imperial ambitions, that's good. Good anatomy as well. Support rebels. Rag paper is probably good. Because I think that probably would make our paper makers more profitable. Yes, it would. Yeah, rag paper would be more profitable. By almost double. Because it's using cloth and lumber. And it's using less lumber. It's just using cloth. And instead of fiber crops and lumber. Right now we're using fiber pulp paper. So yeah, rag paper would allow us to produce more paper more cheaply. Okay, we got a freaking economy going right now. How are we making so much freaking money? I have no idea. Also, we do have to keep in mind that the religion of these locations that we're taking is Catholic. And they're not, and they're also like Venetian here, and they're Sardinian here, and they don't have anything in common with our cultures, okay? They are in the Italian culture group. They have nothing in common with our culture, and their religion has nothing in common with our religion. So these people are not going to be happy. 9%, right? But for the most part, our people are not very happy, and that's because these people don't have anything in common with the people that just conquered them, so... Well, if I'm going to declare a no CB war again, it's going to be against Athens. Or maybe not. Because they're allied with Poland. Okay. Well, Poland, you know... Poland doesn't... They're not necessarily going to be a... They're not necessarily going to be a... Oh, hold on. 2 Sicilies? That's why I couldn't rival Athens. They're not independent. They are a vassal of 2 Sicilies. They're effectively controlled by 2 Sicilies anyway. Okay. No problem. This rumble feed is not really, like, working. Refresh. The YouTube seems to be working. I'll make sure Rumble's working. Okay. People watching on Rumble, please let me know if there's any problems. Correct section chance. Literacy for burgers is pretty good. Formal city rights is probably a good one. Right, because... You know, we do want to eventually more heavily urbanize. Oh, I do like that, actually. We want a more religiously unified country. Urban infrastructure. So this is one of these buildings from the mod that I have. Supported building levels, development growth, less disease resistance, and more construction speed. That's kind of a trade-off there. You can build a bunch of them. I'm not even get that. I'm not even gonna get that advance. I'm not even gonna do it. Alright, and we can't upgrade these to Hulks now, so I will do that. Max transportation capacity is going to go up. Maybe. These are Hulks now. I don't know if it updates once a month or what. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. It's 11,700. Do we have a dock here? A proper dock? Probably not. We have a coastal fort. Let's build a dock, please. A Punic citadel. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let's build that. Yeah. Build a Punic Citadel. Gives us a little bit of manpower, huh? And a castle? Shoot, build everything. Supply carts we just unlocked. And then we can also go and grab, I think... Yeah, we can also go and grab this Punic shipyard, which increases monthly, or navy repair speed. It does not increase harbor capacity. And it's ridiculously overpowered. I know, guys. It's ridiculously overpowered. But that's okay. We're gonna need it to be, okay? Quadrasa, that's conversion speed, sure. I'm just spending lots of money helping to integrate these areas. Alright, definitely people will move here. See, people are not, like... People are migrating out. And I think it's because they're not happy enough. But if I make more work available, then they probably will end up moving here. So, if we can spend a little bit of money here, right? Build a castle. Definitely, we can afford another castle. And this is a very heavily fortified area here. Punic shipyard. We want another one of those, and that's very expensive. But I think we need it. We also have a wharf here. And we want a counting house, I think. We can get a counting house. Good. 327 duck. Wait. Let's see, Punic. There's a building called Punic Dye Works. Punic Glassworks. Punic Dye Works. We can only have one, though. But it uses dye and fish, and it makes fine cloth. So... It's like the Tyrian purple. Alright, oh, I guess we want to continue appeasing the estates right now, because they just got lower than 50, but I was going to move them off to start increasing urbanization. And we also need to integrate Candia. Right, we need to integrate Crete. Not Candia, Crete. I can't even, like, fabricate it. Oh, yeah, look at that. We're not even adjacent by C-Zone. That sucks. I can't get any kind of good Casus Belli on Aiden. I could probably take them on. But, and I want to take their islands, right? I really, really want to take their islands. I just want to have more control over the Mediterranean. And maybe retake the homeland, huh? Phoenicia? I don't know what... I guess it'd be the Levant area. I don't know exactly where Phoenicia was. I know it was somewhere in the Levant. Gosh, we're getting so much money now. With a 490 economic base, when Morocco has 654, Mali has 1,002! Gosh, it's partially their gold, though. They got gold. Gold for days. They got the gold mines of Mali, which is plus 25% gold output. Level 10 RGO. This one's a level 10. Oh my gosh, guys. That's how Mali is so rich. And actually, modern Mali actually has a lot of money because they're freaking gold mines. They have so much gold. And that's how they're able to buy so much equipment. There's actually... I was doing some research on this. There's actually a big, huge rebellion in Mali, and it's basically over, like, this Timbuktu and, I think, the Songhai region. The major population center is over here. It's kind of like how it is now, but it's, like, even more pronounced. Major population center is over down south, and that's where the central government is, but there's also this province and this movement that I don't know if saying it on YouTube will penalize me. I can say it on Rumble for sure, but and they're trying to rebel, right? And so you've got these Tuareg people. You can't see this. Is this like a group? Like, no, there's no like Tuareg Amazite Mandinka. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here it is, Tuareg. Yeah, these Tuareg people, they have grievances with the central government of Mali, and there is this jihadist movement that is exploiting it, and kind of like, making this whole province turn against the central government of Mali. Mali is a military junta that has taken over with the purpose of a united and indivisible Mali, I think, or one and indivisible Mali, something like that. And they just have, like, a military-only approach. Like, they don't have any kind of diplomatic arm of, like, reaching out to the Tuareg people and seeing what they, you know, seeing what their grievances are and everything like that. They're just trying to fight them, okay? And they're buying drones and tanks and APCs and everything like that from Russia and China. And they have so much money to do that because they have gold. They have tons of gold. And I think what it is the military junta would lose legitimacy if they reached out and said, hey, how can we make life better for the Tuareg people, and how can we kind of coax them back? Because it's two different factions, right? The jihadists and the Tuareg people. And you could definitely make the Tuareg people defect back to the central government of Mali if you're just saying, hey, like, you know, we care for you, right? You are part of our country, and we want to take care of you. But the military junta doesn't want to do that because it would make them lose legitimacy. So it's a tough situation. They're basically just buying more guns. They got more guns and more planes and more tanks and everything. And protect trade routes, mandatory impressment. And, yeah, so it's a crazy, kind of tough situation in Mali, and there was a recent event where they just recently took back some city from the central government, and, you know, they're not in a good situation, and it's very much like a stalemate, and it's a nearly unbreakable stalemate, and I gotta say, it's hard to find a side to root for, because they both have their definite faults, but I kind of want to side with the central government of Mali. Alright, the Kingdom of Majorca has rebelled. I'm going to use that time to start integrating Crete. And then also, next month, what I'm going to do is, I am going to send this guy, instead of appeasing the estate, I'm making 72 ducats a month, by the way. Instead of doing that, I am going to go over here and start settling tribesmen again. And this advisor is terrible in military, which is what you need, but... Okay. Alright, I am calling Morocco into this war, and the reason why is, even though I'm pretty sure I can take care of this by myself, I just don't want them to get any wise ideas and try calling the Kingdom of Two Sicilies into this war, because I'm not ready to fight them yet. I'm getting there, but I'm not there yet, so... And also, I would like to have an actual city, especially on Sardinia, but it doesn't have the population concentration yet. So it is okay if I spend a little bit of money below what I would need in order to... build a city, because the population is not there yet. Build an extra marketplace, for sure. Once I bring these guys back, I'll recruit some horsemen. Belongs in the museum. Spiritualist? It's okay to go a little bit humanist. Got 2 more heavies, I guess. Is this the blockade? Yeah, this is the blockade. Okay. Alright, I think I'm probably gonna give this stream about 15 more minutes. We're gonna be expanding our navy. Every stream we make a lot of progress. We started this stream, we were making about 30 ducats a month, and then we went down to, like, 10 per month. And also, that was 30 ducats a month with, like, that much stability investment. Now we're making 53 with all the stability investment. So, Definitely, we have made so much progress. We started as the number 30 power in the world. We're now the number 18 power. And if we can get 86 more great power score, we can actually get to status of great power. France is number 7. European countries are kind of like losing out to these countries here because... What's this? Gosh, stop. Alright, it's legalism and feudalism only, but they have some institutions that are spreading here, including Pike and Shot, Printing Press, and New World, which we need, but... Hey, Jen, what's going on? You made it 15 minutes before I call the stream. Hope everything is good. Hope you're doing well for sure. Been a while. Here temporarily while working. No problem, no problem. I have been kind of working on a lot of different things, which is why I've taken a step back from YouTube, but wow. Castile is getting wrecked. Castile's getting riggedy wrecked. Holy crap. Dude, I would love... Okay, Aragon will join the war. I blame work. Still 6-man team to 2. Oh my gosh, dude. That's insane. Oh my gosh, dude. I would love to go to war with Castile. I couldn't fight their navy. Actually, I might be able to fight their navy. Dude, could we do that? Could we actually fight Castile and gain that coastline? What if we gain this coastline right here? Like the Murcia, right? The question is, can we keep it? Like, how deeply can we exploit Castile? Can we declare war on Aragon? We declare war on Aragon. Oh, we gotta fight a lot more people. Not including Castile. We would have to fight Portugal, which is not a huge problem, but... they're in debt. Castile's in debt. They have low manpower. Ooh-wee. I mean, I would love to grab part of Iberia. I mean, that would be amazing. Even if I just grab it from Aragon, right? Because if you go to war with Castile, you're fighting Aragon too. Because Aragon's army is only 18,000. And I could take their navy fairly easily. Maybe I do just go to war with Aragon by themselves. 30, it's 30 stability. I mean, if I can afford the stability hit. And I can. I'm still trying to get to where I can easily take on 2 Sicilies, because I'm just worried about them, but... Let's take these guys back to Carthage for now, and we're gonna, you know, ruminate on these ideas for a little bit. Maximum Margiosa. Oh, that's gotta help. That's definitely gotta help. Dies in Carthage. And Gems and Annaba. And Vinzart, or whatever. Iron in Annaba, and cotton in Nabul, and sugar in Matir, and dyes in Tabarka. Yeah. Livestock as well. Wish them luck. Alright, so, we... okay. Biggest unit category is 50% of the units, and must be below 50% to give a bonus. We can upgrade camp followers to supply carts. Boom, and let's go ahead and recruit some horsemen. There. We're not going to get a combined arms bonus yet. But, you know, we'll get something. We can get more galleys as well. Alright, now we're out of money. But we are increasing our army size. We're trying to get those combined arms. Trying to combat the army of Two Sicilies, they have way more levies and a much bigger regular army, and they have 112 ships. It is iffy if I could take them on navally. It is very iffy. Aragon, no problem. Castile, no problem. Two Sicilies, that's a tough one. You know, this is a very much war-torn land right now. Not a huge... Let me go to tax base. So Aragon has some tax base here. Their full tax base is 388. Mine is 507. It's growing. Very good. Also, I did automate building production. Okay, I am actually doing this. I love this. I love it. The Kingdom of Sardinia. Okay, so now we got a rebellion here. Alright. But yes, Venture has been coming along. Two Sicilies doesn't join them. You're good. Venture has what? I have 100% war score already? What the heck? Alright, take it back, I guess. Right. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. All right, so we've got 10% combined arms. Now, I think that's actually... I think that's the max you can get. Lose the money for a little while. I hate that. I hate that loss of ducats. But Venture is coming along. I've started work on a Lore Master's Guide. I have a Venture Discord server, which only has like a couple of members in it, but I just kind of set it up just in case it grows. It has like where you can find the rules, and it has a place to like spitball on the lore and post homebrew stuff and all that stuff. So that's pretty exciting. And we had the flagship art of Varello on the Sea that is coming along. Got an update today and should have the art piece by next week. We've got the character app that is being developed and should be finished by the end of this week. I was trying to vibe code it, but that just was not working. And so that's what we got. That's basically what's going on. Is I just hired a Python expert and I said, hey, can you make this freaking app for me, because I cannot do it myself. Also, I would like an extra men-at-arms regiment. Really expensive. Why? Gosh darn. Oh, and also I have to take this because this is too much research progress to pass up. Yeah, that's too much to pass up. We're gonna take the loan. Alright, and then let's go ahead and integrate Majorca. Oh, we finished settling tribesmen, though. Well, let's actually, let's settle tribesmen there, too. 11 military ability. It sucks. Oh yeah, banks. What did I say earlier? I said earlier, as soon as you get a loan, immediately a bank gobbles it up. A traditional economy. I probably want to go a little bit more toward capital economy, right? Because right now, like, man. This capital economy, it's more production efficiency, right? We're producing a lot of food. Our food production is fine. Although, I mean, that's some pretty good bonuses, so let's just keep it for now. Yeah. I really do want to crush Aragon, though. Because I freaking could. I just don't want to declare the no CB war, but we can do it. No, you know what? We have to destroy enemy CB. Let's build a spy network, dude. I'm tired of looking at Aragon. Let's just start grabbing, just gobbling up parts of Iberia. They have no regulars, 4,800 levies, and 57 ships. They have 21 heavies and 19 galleys, but, like, their navy... Look, we are much stronger than them. Their navy... We have 1,240 cannons compared to their 1099, and really, because our galleys... Right, those galleys... Multiply that by 1.25, right? I'm messaging my wife. She's awake. All right. Okay. We have 98 galleys. We are still building 2 more galleys. We'll have 100 galleys. It's still not enough for 2 Sicilies. It's kind of like inching, like, in that direction. But it's kind of like inching in that direction, but it's not. We're not there yet. We need to be able to take on the navy of 2 Sicilies. If we can take on their navy, then their army doesn't matter that much. I just want to be able to take Sardinia, especially southern Sardinia, the province of Cagliari, right? Because we want that silver mine. We really, really want that silver mine. Plus, especially once we get the mercury patio, I have mercury right here. We got plenty of mercury. We're fine. Look at it, everybody's migrating there. We need them. We need you to migrate here, dude. More work available. Madrasa, let's build something. Build a few more things here. I don't know what. This is still building for my market, so. We're shortest on tea, lacquerware, gems, and cloves. There's no chance of us getting freaking cloves. We could build a marketplace. I mean, just help this area trade, right? Slave market. Okay, we can do that. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Alright, let's do... May more work available. Dye works. There's a dye maker. That's gonna require more lumber, though. So, we're fine. We're fine. All right. And the gravel road network, we definitely do want to go toward centralization a little bit. And silver coins only? Why? We got gold and silver coins. I want that. Silver impacts inflation. 10%. But melting threshold goes up by 1% instead of 3%. He forgets his place. Alright, Burger Mansion complaints. Boom. We're up to 61%. And I also keep forgetting to do a freaking a state parliament. We're gonna have to do that once let's do that once this debate finishes, and then I'll call the stream. Alright, and this guy also, he can start integrating. Yeah, why don't you keep integrating Majorca? Still integrating Crete. It's fine, it's fine. Morocco loves us as usual. We probably could do with a little bit of... Oh, declined ask for money. Yeah, I don't like that, but... Just 5%. And let's go ahead and, like, build some more roads, right? And also, build more dye works, right? Because that's going to increase our income by, like 3 ducats a month. And Anaba, yeah, these power geos are very, very useful. Alright. So, let's go ahead and... Where do we want to build a road? We already have a build to a road to Anaba. I don't... Oh, it's there. That's to our gems there. We can just, like, build cheaper roads. Just go over here. Boom. And now we're out of money, but... And also, I totally forgot we're still in debt, but... Oh, you know what's gonna be crazy? Is that, if we take that legitimacy hit from changing to an estate parliament, we are gonna be in trouble with money. We don't even meet their requirements yet. The burghers have to have 20% power, they don't. They don't have that much power. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream right there, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this stream, please leave a like, subscribe, or follow if you're on Rumble. You know, join the Discord server. The link to join is down in the description below. I have the Plankicorn Gaming Discord server, and then also in that server is a Venture channel where you can join the Venture Discord server, which is brand new, and it's for a tabletop RPG called Venture. And I posted the sketch, the initial sketch of the art for Varello on the seat, which is going to be the flagship art that's going to go on the player's guide. I am so excited for how this is developing. See you in a month. Got places to go. All right, Jen. I'm so thankful to just, you know, I'm thankful to know you, my guy. I'm glad I met you, and you're a great friend, and I'm glad you stopped by today. That was awesome. But yeah. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you next time, and you need to relax. Oh. And, big surprise, big surprise, coming soon. That's all I'll say. All right, you need to relax.